Hey, Tubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're going to talk about Supergirl.
Season 4, Episode 7, Rather, the Fallen Angel.
Yes. What did you think about it?
I thought it was a decent episode. Like, I didn't think it was bad. There was a lot of, like, humanizing, like, humanity-based things going on, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, with Lena and with the subject and with James and, you know, even Kara and, like, Jean and Manchester and, like, yeah, so.
Yeah. I rather liked it. Not gonna say it was amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. By any means.
Right. But I did rather like it. It's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
That's good. I was wondering how long it would take before they got kind of like pissed at Manchester and like started catching on, and I was like, this is taking forever. Why? And like to see it finally come, I'm like, well. But when Kara was talking to James about Manchester saving her, like, I find it odd that they didn't even think of him being, like, an anti-hero. Because that's, like what he is.
Vigilante, kind of. Not a vigilante, but yeah.
That's what James is.
Oh, okay. Just the anti-hero.
Yeah, like, I mean, because he's going around doing stuff like the anti-heroes, you know, like Deadpool and stuff. Like, he has no qualms about killing the bad guys, but he gets the job done. You know, that's what a vigilante is. They have no qualms doing bad things for the right reasons, whereas the hero will always do the right thing, or at least what seems like the right thing at the time, which sucks a lot. But I'm sorry, the brightness is really throwing me. Like, I'm not used to being able. No, I know, but I'm just like, we're using a new camera, so it's a little weird for us because the lights are really working with it finally. Yeah. So it's not gonna be dark. So it's really like.
Yeah, it's not dark when we do it on the other one either.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. Kind of. It's not this bright.
Well, I turned one of them down, but you wanted all of them on. So.
I know. Because with only one of them, it didn't need it all three. It needed all three. Because it's still pixelized.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets less pixelized the brighter it is.
You mean grainy?
Yes, grainy. Or if it's actual natural sunlight.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, if I get weird, that's why. But yeah, like, that kind of made me just a little like, why are you just saying, oh, he's evil? He's not evil. It's just a brand of heroism that you haven't seen because you're all goody two-shoes. Right. Like, seriously? I mean, technically speaking, Lena could be classed as an anti-hero. Like, I mean...
She could.
Technically speaking. I mean,
what she wants to do is heroic.
Yeah. Arrow started out as a vigilante, so therefore Supergirl can say she has a vigilante... not a vigilante, of course, he's still a vigilante, but he started out as an anti-hero because he killed. So technically, Supergirl can say she is friends with anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wonder if John still has the thing on his chest.
Thing.
Yeah, the amplifier.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he would have broke down like that.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, considering how emotional he is, I don't think that would have happened if he didn't still have that.
Right. But then I'm also wondering, who the hell is he feeding off of? Because if he's not feeding off of anyone's sadness in that moment, then
maybe he's feeding off his own sadness.
It seemed more like it was like it's meant to amplify others.
Yeah.
So therefore, he'd have to be feeling other people's sadness. So I'm like, okay.
He's feeling Kara's.
Yeah, but the amount that he was breaking down, he was like blubber. Like blubbering. like
bawling.
Oh, so much worse. You know, blubbering, where you got the snot running down and the drool because
you can't have that.
Well, I know, but he was gonna get there. Like, you could tell he was on his way there. Yeah. So I'm kind of wondering about that. Like, if he still has it attached to him, that's why his jacket was zipped up tight.
Probably. I mean, maybe in that moment, because he was telling Kara about the fact that Manchester killed them, he was feeling her pain.
Yeah, but she was able to hold it together, therefore it wasn't as strong as...
I don't know. Maybe some random person.
But what do you guys think about that? Let us know in the comments or on Twitter or whatever, or both. We'll respond. Yes. Whatever works best. What else? What else is there?
The whole thing with Lena and Adam?
Right. She got a little close to Adam.
She did.
But I'm kind of glad because we got to hear more of her story and why she thinks she's not all that good.
Yeah. And I mean, he wanted it.
Yeah.
So he knew he could die, but he still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, she shouldn't feel guilty for the fact that it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because he wanted it. It was his own choice.
Yeah. Like, but in his circumstance, it's a little hard because he died, and it's not just his death. It's his brother died on the operating table, giving him his kidney. And then a couple months later, he's like, "Oh, let me undergo this other drastic, life-altering, possibly deadly operation." And he died. So his brother died for nothing because he's dead. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also there was an upside because they learned something from it, like she said on her recorder.
I mean, that's why they do trials.
I know.
So that they can learn.
Yes, but generally they do rodent trials before human trials.
I know that.
So it's a little weird.
Been doing it on rodents before that?
No. All she did was do the heart thing. She had the heart in the box, did the things, and then made it go.
I think she wanted to do it on humans because it was like needed right away, and she wanted to just try it out on them because there's a threat, and she wanted to try to get it out there if it was successful as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And that's probably why she didn't do animal testing first.
Yeah. Lena and James. I love that James is finally able to see her point of view.
Yeah.
Because like we said last week, oh hell no, he did not. Like, his reaction to Lena last week at the end was like, no. So, I'm glad that he kind of came around and saw her side of things. but I'm kind of thinking too little too late.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that they could be friends after a while.
Mm-hmm.
But what he said to her hit her core so hard.
Oh,
that,
yeah, I wouldn't be able to just bounce back from that and be like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, let's still consider ourselves in a relationship after you basically told me that.
After you basically tore down the very foundations of everything that I hold dear.
Right.
Like, no, I'll just forgive you, let's move on. This is not how crap works.
I mean, that's how guys are a lot of the time.
Yeah.
About it. Just like, oh, yeah, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just continue on with our relationship.
Right.
Yeah, no, you hurt me. Bye.
Right. Like, no. Bye. But yeah.
No, I mean, it's understandable, like, with what she's been dealing with and things like that. I mean, but she is a very guarded, closed off person. She doesn't typically show emotion that much. So, yeah, I'm sure that it's mainly because he hurt her the way he did.
Right.
But she's also very guarded too, so she's probably starting to slowly close off her heart again to him, and because of what he said. And so she's not like thinking about them still being together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's just thinking, oh, it was probably just a break, or it was just something I said in the moment and I didn't mean it. And
well, that's what he
stuff.
said.
Yeah.
It's something I said in the moment. Let's have dinner. I'm like, the hell?
It's like you really expect me to just push it under the bridge and be like, oh, or push it under the rug and be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I forgive you. Let's move on with our lives and go have dinner. No. So.
That's not okay. And I think it was even more compounded because she had just lost Adam.
Yeah.
And
she lost another person, and that was really hard on her. So.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't want to grow attached to this subject.
Yeah, subject 0331.
Yeah. So.
I remembered numbers. I can't remember characters' names that I like, or the name of the episode.
The actors' names of the characters you like. You remember the characters, but not the actors' names.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna remember her name tonight, but not tomorrow night. Zari. We can never remember her name.
Zari. Yeah. But I mean, unless you like are really, really familiar with that actor or actress, you don't remember their name.
But the character's been on there for a season and a half.
I know, but she doesn't always have a huge part sometimes, and so they don't always say her name in the episode, and unless you remember it, you're not gonna know.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's a main part of last season, so every episode, almost.
Yeah.
So, should remember her name, but don't. And I never remember, like, what episode number we're on, or the name of the episode.
I checked on the TV Time app. That's how I know what episode number it is.
You told me the name of the episode before we started, and I couldn't even remember it. Like... But I remember subject 0331.
Hey, sometimes you just remember things that you didn't expect. Yeah. Some things just stick with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you had an issue with how she came back, how she was up in the air with the firework thing, like.
Yes, I did. I had an issue with her throwing a nuclear bomb into the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was into the atmosphere.
Right.
The next time it rains, that's nuclear fallout that she didn't account for. Supergirl just poisoned whatever city.
National City.
Yes. I wanted
National City is Supergirl. Central City is the Flash.
Star City is
Star City is
Arrow.
Arrow.
Yes. Yeah. I never say that's the name of her city, so I never remember it.
National City.
I was just like, they all start with a sound, so...
No, CC is the Flash. Central City.
Yeah.
CCPD.
Yeah, but Central City, Star City, they start with...
Yeah.
So, I assumed it started with a... Because the others start with... So...
I knew that it was National City, so...
I almost called it Metropolis, but that's Superman.
That's Smallville.
I know.
And Superman.
I know. So I didn't go.
That's why I said National City.
Yeah. It's been how many seasons?
4.
And I couldn't remember the damn name of the city. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's not that big of a deal.
But seriously, next time it rains,
Acid rain.
Yep. And whose fault's it gonna be? And who's gonna profit from that?
The children of nobody.
Like, seriously, if you were gonna throw a nuclear bomb into the atmosphere, okay? If you were going to do that,
then why did fireworks go off after?
It wasn't fireworks. It was just
the explosion.
Yeah, okay. And then the particles of the bomb rained down.
It was like sparks.
Yeah,
it looked like sparks.
And then mini nuclear explosion. Funnel cloud. So I had to have some sort of.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to do anything like that, then send it randomly into outer space somewhere.
Yeah.
But they didn't give her enough time to do that with the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm glad James didn't do it though. Like after he saw the light from her eyes.
Yeah.
I was getting irritated. I was like, don't.
Right? They kept switching back to his thumb, annoyingly push triggers and turn keys.
And I'm like, what? Are you brainwashed by them right now? Are you just like listening to them and obeying them?
Like, at the end of last episode for the preview, we saw Supergirl locked in the tower. Mm-hmm. Looked like James was gonna push the button. And then we saw the explosion.
We heard her yelling, James!
So they did it just right to make us think that he blew her up.
They always do that in the promo.
I know. But next week looks great.
Yeah.
I love that Nia
Nall.
I remembered her name.
Nia Nall.
I love that she finally comes forward and tells them about her abilities.
Yeah. That
she probably already knows that Supergirl is Supergirl, and she's been keeping it low key, so trustworthy. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people felt like betrayed this episode.
Yes.
Manchester, Jean.
Yes.
Kara. Even though Kara was very forgiving about it. To Jean. More. I mean, well, because Jean didn't betray her.
Yeah.
But I mean.
She was forgiving of the lapse in judgment.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I understand what Manchester was doing.
Yeah.
Like, and why he was doing it.
Should have cued her in on it.
But at the same, yeah, he should have. And at the same time, did he really think that he could trust them to talk to the leader, to the true leader? I mean, they're very untrustworthy.
Yeah, but he thought that if they didn't know his connection to, whatever his girlfriend's name was.
Fiona.
Yeah. He thought that if they didn't know his connection to Fiona, then he would just be another bloke looking for a way in,
Yeah.
you know? But they knew, therefore his ruse failed. If they hadn't known, that would have actually been
beneficial.
That would have been Lockwood in there, and he would have taken him out.
Yeah.
So.
And that would be the end of the storyline!
Yay! Seriously. Please.
Ben Lockwood is a douchebag.
Yes. I can't wait for his story to be over. I'm not enjoying.
It's probably just gonna go till the first half, and then it'll be over.
Isn't that how they usually do Supergirl?
Yeah.
Crap until the first half of the season, then new crap later.
But it's not been crap though the last few episodes.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be bringing Lex on.
Yeah, probably next half.
So yeah, he's already cast.
Mm-hmm.
So
I half expected the like Adam guy, because she said he has your eyes. I was like, what? It's gonna be Lex. It's gonna be, and then it wasn't. I was like, oh. Like, that was so just like.
Well, green eyes aren't like, I mean, they're common, but they're not like as common as other eye colors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like brown and blue and stuff are usually more common.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So. And brown means you're full of poop.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, come on. It means you're full of it.
Oh.
Yeah. All my friends know I'm full of it. Aren't I? I'm very full of it. I am. So, yeah. It was a good show. Good episode.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I really don't know if I have much more to say about it.
It mainly focused on those people that we already talked about.
Yeah.
It wasn't really on anybody else so much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wonder if Jean is going to actually give in and take the empathy amplifier off if it bothers him too much.
I don't know if he can.
Yeah.
Because it might be so that the wearer can't take it off, because the wearer would be would have psych powers.
Mm-hmm.
So since it amplifies the psych powers, it's like, I think it's meant as a torture device. Mm. So therefore, not being able to take it off would be beneficial to the program.
Yeah, but I mean, he's already a psychic, so it amplifies his psychic visions and he feels the pain more.
That's what it's built for.
I know. So why would he want to torture himself by keeping it on?
Because he can't take it off. That's what I just said. He can't physically take it off of himself.
I know.
And he's too strong-willed of a person to ask for help. Even though he's blubbering in Kara's arms right now.
Yeah.
I laugh at his pain.
Why?
I don't know. Because it just makes me think of first season Jean, and I hated his guts because he was annoying as hell.
Makes me think of that Charmed episode where Prue kept having those psychic abilities, kept feeling everybody's.
Oh,
pain.
Because she did the spell to take the demons.
Yeah, and she was like empathically feeling everything, and it was like driving her insane. Because
the powers weren't meant for her, they were meant for Phoebe.
Yeah.
At a later date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're nerds and we love it.
That's just what it made me think of.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind too.
Yeah. The original Charmed. May it rest in peace.
It's not dead. It's on Netflix.
Well, yes, but it's dead in the aspect that nothing about it will ever get revived because of the remake.
It'll be revived in the comics.
The comic series is over. I think it ended series 9.
The original Charmed will always live on in our hearts.
Yes, it's true. So I guess since
Yeah.
we even already talked about the preview,
We pretty much did.
I suppose this means that until next time, love yourself and be happy.